next level.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Coach Tiffany Parra here with Phoenix Fitness Fanatics Magazine, elevating your mind, body, and spirit. Today, we have our Authors Network. We are taking center stage on the Own It Publishing platform. I have some amazing women with me, and I'm going to tell y'all, this is very near and dear to my heart because this is the third anthology, the Becoming a Girl Powerhouse Volume 3. So I am going to go ahead and bring these women up into house. Hello, Eileen. And hello, Kimmisha. Hello, ladies. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to have y'all in the house. Ooh, oh my gosh. Okay, so we have 16 authors in the Becoming a Girl Powerhouse Volume 3, Breaking the Mold. Today we have 3 of these young ladies with us. I'm going to go ahead and go around the room, and I'm going to start with you, Helena. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell everyone who you are, where you're from, and just a little bit about what you do.
Hello, everyone. My name is Helena. I'm native to California, and professionally, I work in both corporate and the educational sectors. I'm a regional HR manager by day, and believe it or not, an adjunct professor for human resource management by night. So I'm pretty busy, but love the opportunity to be here.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here, Helena. We're going to go ahead and go here to you, Eileen.
Yes, very busy lady too. I'm a director of a small business that helps families stay together. And I am also a consultant. I've been a behaviorist for many, many years. I'm a human services worker. I think that's my main focus in life. I have a great passion for it, and I love working with ladies and helping them be all they can be, and also helping families to stay together. So I'm happy to be here. I'm very proud of all these women.
Yes, awesome. I'm so happy that you're here as well. Thank you so much, Eileen. All right, Miss Kimmisha, go ahead and introduce yourself, please. Oh, we don't have sound, Kimmisha.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kimmisha Michels. I am a native of Denver, Colorado, born and raised. Moved out to the U.S. Virgin Islands on St. Croix seven years ago, and I have a small business called Enliven Creative Agency, and I focus on branding and communication initiatives.
Awesome. I love it. See, look, we got some girl powerhouses up here in this house. So thank you, ladies, so much for joining me. And thank you so much for just being a part of this anthology. I mean, this, again, is so dear to my heart, just sharing those stories from trauma to triumph, those stories of just being that champion in life, because, life throws a lot of curveballs at us, right? And just to be able to hear some of your stories and just read these stories of just coming out of just some very trying times. So I'm going to go ahead and go around the room, and I want to talk about this experience because, being in a group of 16 women, right? I mean, I've heard some horror stories about some anthologies before, and, they're not good. And this has been such a great, for myself, this experience has been just awesome with you ladies. I mean, just the love and just the support. So I just want to go around the room and just talk a little bit about like what the experience has been for each one of you as well, in just, creating this book. So let's start with you, Helena.
For me, I think overall it's been liberating, emotional to say the least. I think I had to, I guess, get to a point in my life where I wanted to see change, and being able to be invited into a platform like this in order to kind of come to a Jesus, moment for myself and learn from others, be inspired by others. This journey has been inspirational. It's been liberating. It has been a reflection of reality, but also an empowerment and strengthening in its own way. So I would say for me, the experience has been awesome. Emotional roller coaster, but awesome at the end of the day.
Look, we don't want to talk about that emotional roller coaster. Thank you so much, Helena.
Reflection sometimes, reflection sometimes can trigger those emotions.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. All right. What about you, Eileen?
Oh, I'm always surprised. Tiffany, I'm so grateful to you and all the ladies to give to just bring this together, because it's something I just sort of jumped in, and it has been a huge part of. I'm so busy, but every time, I was like, oh, we have to do something else. It's been more discovery about myself. And also you've given us a platform to tell our story, help others, which is something I've always wanted to do, impart a little wisdom as much as we can. I've always looked to be a little more wise in my life, and I feel like I've gotten to a point where I can finally give back more less emotionally. And you've given us a great platform to really tell our stories, but also for us to kind of organize and forgive ourselves. Look back at some mistakes, look back at some things that happen, and not continually live in the past. And I work a lot in behavioral, but also mental health and also developmental services, and I have for a long time. It's such a great passion of mine, and this really helps me to kind of pay it forward in my way too. To kind of, I always, when you examine yourself, you start going, you can actually touch people's lives even more. And you've given us a wonderful platform to do that. And I'm hoping to be later on in another one. I love being connected with you. And again, it was just a little step into my past, and I've been able to kind of organize it, which kind of feels good, and go, hey, I did that and I got through that. That was a great feeling. I thank you so much for giving us this amazing opportunity.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Eileen. All right, Miss Kimmisha. So I'm going to talk a little bit about Miss Kimmisha real quick, because Miss Kimmisha was in volume 2 as well, sharing another powerful story. So let's go ahead. Look, Kimmisha, I'm going to let you just take the floor. And yes, talk about the experience and talk about, what made you want to come back again?
Yes. So as Helena mentioned earlier, being in volume 2 helped close a chapter in my life that still had a big hold on me. And I didn't feel free to move differently. I felt like I was in a trap. But being able to close that chapter, it has made a big difference. I have grown tremendously since then. And being part of volume 3 is just kind of like a continuation of just saying, I'm not broken anymore. And because I'm not broken anymore, I can be free to move about and accomplish my goals, which does take some healing and forgiving, because along that way you self-sabotage, and you in that self-sabotage sometimes you try and burn things to the ground because you're just punishing yourself. Well, that didn't go right, so I'm just going to stop caring and just burn everything.
Right.
And the cool thing about being a part of the Girl Powerhouse is it's not about just being a part of a girls club. There's some real support that goes on and accountability. So if you really need accountability partner to hold you to the fire when you're going through your healing process or forgiveness process, the Girl Powerhouse has been great for that and has helped me a lot.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Kimmisha. And thank you so much for just, your artistic ability. You have brought such just mastery here. Let me just go ahead and just kind of move here a little bit. But that is our cover. It's a part of the cover of the book. And Kimmisha is our design
It's
person
gorgeous.
for the book. And again, I can't even thank you enough, Kimmisha, because you really brought it. So
It's beautiful.
I will
It's
definitely
beautiful,
post in the in our group as well a picture of the full book, so you all that are listening can see it as well. So I will put that in the comments as well. So we're going to go ahead and cut to a quick commercial break, and we will be right back with our authors from Becoming a Girl Powerhouse of Volume 3. Be right back. I'm over here dancing in my seat. I just love this.
Right? I'm all bopping my head.
Big ups to Michelle Mupo with Mupo Entertainment. She was also in Volume 2 as well of the Becoming a Girl Powerhouse. So the commercials that you see throughout the show are from Mupo. So that is her creativity coming forth here. So we are back, Phoenix Fitness Fanatics Magazine, elevating your mind, body, and spirit. We have some of our authors here from the Becoming a Girl Powerhouse Volume 3. This is our author's spotlight. So we are going to go ahead and move into talking about these chapters, ladies, because I have read them. And y'all, look, when Helena said emotional roller coaster, let me tell you about an emotional roller coaster, okay? Because you ladies go through it when you're getting that story out, right? And then I'm getting my story out, going through it, and then I'm reading y'all's, and I'm like feeling it all, and I'm crying, and I'm laughing, and it's a wonderful experience. So let's talk about your chapter, Helena. Go ahead and tell the audience just a little bit about your chapter. We don't want to give them too much because we want them to go out and buy the book so they can read the whole thing. But go ahead and give them a little bit about your chapter and what inspired you to write this chapter.
Am I starting first?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to say that my chapter is a short journey through periods of my life where I share personal pains and lessons learned through highlighted glimpses of my life's journey titled Unstoppable Resilience. I'm from the streets of California, and the daunting trials and tribulations of single parenthood. I can tell you that my story or my tale unfolds a beacon of triumph over adversity. Each page is an emotional roller coaster, as I've referenced previously before, unveiling the power that lies within your choices, the strengths that are forged in what feels like the burning hell of despair and scarcity. And I'd say brace yourself for a story that transcends the ordinary and inspiring resilience in the face of life's hardest and harshest challenges and lessons. So Unstoppable Resilience is not just a memoir of mine, but it's a testament to the human spirit,
Mm.
and how you can rise and triumph and break free from the chains of your past by one choice at a time.
Yes. Woo! Look, y'all know y'all already want to go and get it. Y'all already want to get it. Thank you, Helena. Oh my goodness. All right, Eileen, what about you? Tell the audience a little bit about your chapter and what inspired you to write this chapter.
When I first worked with some of your amazing coaches and seen some of your amazing speakers, and I was so busy, I was trying to log in, and everyone was very helpful. And I'm hoping the next time I do this, I can log in with everybody. But I really started out kind of just talking about, and I was with one of your amazing coaches, just writing, and I felt like saying, and then she said, "Okay, stop right there." I was writing a lot about the past, and it was kind of just this rehash. And then she had me read it again, and I was able to bring out the more positive part and really look back. And instead of, I kind of trashed that and wrote something new about, after one of the speakers was talking about, who are you now? Well, I'm not the same person I was when I was 16, even when I was 20, 30, 40. And I wanted to say who I was now. One of the speakers was talking about, who are you now? And I'm thinking, oh, darn it, I'm so proud of being who I am now. I'm not saying I'm always proud of myself, but I was able to kind of make peace with the past through this journey that this amazing platform is trying to make peace with the past and going through a lot. And I've been a single mom too. I felt like I was a single mom forever. I felt like I was a single mom with that man too.
You're right.
When you're sitting there going, okay, I think I'm doing the only thing, teaching everything, but really looking back. And that's why I first named it something. And then I decided, I felt like such a victim for a long time. Then I was like, okay, you know what? I'm a survivor. And then at the end, I'm like, darn it, I'm a warrior, man. It was like sink or swim. And I say, thank goodness I could dog paddle, but now I can surf. Because life is like an ocean. Ain't no roller coaster, because that stops. It's like an ocean. It just keeps coming in waves, and you can either sink, swim, or surf. And I've learned to surf, and I always say I have a crying pillow too, but I don't stay there forever. And I always tell my clients, because I'm a counselor too, and I try to use my experiences. I keep my boundaries. I keep my boundaries very strongly with negative people. I think that's a big one. But my chapter is about who I am today, and maybe helping other women realize you're not that same person you were in the past. Even though sometimes people, family and friends want to say, look what you did 30 years ago. And you're sitting there going, I'm not even that same person. And instead of believing that, realizing how strong and amazing you are, and all the stuff that you powered through as a queen that you tell us are, as a girl powerhouse, and redefining who you are today, and that you are definitely worth it. You matter, and that you are a person that's that can lead others now, even if it's just a chapter. But you are an amazing person that has a purpose, and you do matter. And please start to treat yourself and think of yourself as this amazing warrior, because even warriors have to lick their wounds and rest. Okay, I'm getting back out there. And this is a great inspiration. I have a daughter, and she always draws me as a warrior. It's so cute. And I'm like, oh, I guess I am, She says, you fight for people. You're very passionate about people. And that kind of helped me in just seeing where she's at. And she's an amazing young lady, inspiring other young women who, which I love to do, to help them be stronger in their lives and make peace with some mistakes. And I appreciate the platform, because it is helping us reach out and pay it forward again.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Eileen. All right, Miss Kimmisha. So tell everybody about your chapter as well.
It really is a continuation of Volume 2, which in Volume 2, I talked about my second marriage, which was a narcissistic relationship. And it was one of those relationships that kind of sucked you in, that you didn't realize that this person was a narcissist, and how that relationship stripped me of all my self-esteem. I didn't know who I was, and it kind of like paralyzed me. And it affected how I behaved too. And even though the relationship was over, it still had a major hold on me. Where, as a small business owner, you know, you can only be as successful as you believe. What is it? You got to believe that you can be successful, and you got to have confidence. And I didn't have any of that. So when it would come to like trying to apply for jobs or going after things, I would always self-sabotage because I would say I wasn't worth it. I'll never get anything like that. So being able to close that chapter, I started being bolder. Little by little, I have been coming out of my shell. But I'm no longer afraid to be seen. And despite all of my flaws and mistakes, I'm doing big things. And, as the fruit of my labor, something really big is going down. But I want to wait until it's completely gone down to make it 100% publicly known. But I wouldn't have been able to do that if I didn't close that chapter in my life. And now my world is completely about to change. So I'm excited, and that's what my chapter is about.
Love it, love it. Let's see. Y'all really, really want to go and get this book, okay? This is just 3 of the chapters, 3 of the powerful chapters that are in this book. And again, it is going to take you on that emotional roller coaster. It is going to probably trigger you in ways that you really need to be triggered in so you can make changes in your life. So I'm just excited. I cannot wait. So February, the end of February, the book will be out. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to cut to another quick commercial break, and we will be right back. And we are back. That was Upscale Biz Solutions, Online Biz Solutions. Big ups to Charles at Upscale. So we are back. Phoenix Fitness Fanatics Magazine, elevating your mind, body, and spirit. We have our authors spotlight. We are spotlighting the Becoming a Girl Powerhouse Volume 3, Breaking the Mold. So we've got 3 of the authors out of the 16 here today, and just talking a little bit about their chapters. And again, you all are going to want to go out and get this book as well as the other 2. So, all right, ladies. So let's talk a little bit about just what kind of words of wisdom or encouragement can you give someone that is maybe on the fence about, getting out there and sharing their story and just taking that courageous step like each and every one of you did. So what can you give them? So please, Helena.
So I guess for anyone who's navigating a path like mine or something similar or a story of their own, I would say just remember this: adversity doesn't define you, but how you respond to it does.
Mhm.
So my words of wisdom would be embrace the power within your attitude to reshape your own narratives. Our life's storms, in most cases, do feel like they're relentless. But if I could just impart through my chapter, my story, and through this platform, um, the the ability for change lies kind of within. That resilience is internal.
Mhm.
You can rise above, you can face those challenges when you do so head on.
Mhm.
It allows for you to turn that adversity into triumph. And my chapter and my story, and anything like what you may be going through, if you can internalize those words of wisdom, you can make the one choice each day that's different from what you did yesterday to forge forward and create a new narrative.
Yes, yes. Ooh, thank you so much, Helena. Eileen, some words of wisdom or
Yeah, I want to
encouragement.
say that it really gives you, there's so many different ways to give back, but this is a really lasting way to really talk about your story, make peace. I mean, it's such an amazing, layered way to kind of make peace with your past, tell your story, share it, inspire young women, older women, whatever age, people, to really, really kind of just like I said, pay it forward a little bit, because sometimes people are like, I'd like to really change lives, but nobody knows where to start. This gives you a start of something that you can share that you triumphed against. Also, it's so easy to make your own prison and kind of avoid everything or avoid moving forward. And I made some really big leaps forward throughout my life. And I finally look back and go, you know what? I'm proud of myself. It's a great way to look at that and not just affect other people, but bring yourself forward instead of continuing to be sad or held back. And then you're going to go, you know what? Oh my gosh, this is the way it's supposed to be? I remember when I left my first husband and I ended up getting a great second husband, but there weren't a lot of time in between there with like nothing. And me just struggling as a single mom, trying to figure it out, being so, and finally being proud of myself. That I could do it on my own. Oh my goodness, when you're a single mom, it's like you just become this warrior woman because you're taking care of everything and you're just it. It's so great to just talk about your story and say you can do this too. I did leave a situation that was domestic violence, and I really feel proud, that I was able to take this step, and I'm hoping to inspire other women to do that too. And I have so
Mhm.
much more to tell, perhaps in another story about having some invisible disabilities and still getting through all this, and people just going, you look fine, and I'm thinking, well, I don't feel fine. I'm strong, but, I'm not that strong all the time. But then looking back and going, you know what? I got through that. I'm proud of myself. I don't really care what other people say. And this platform really gives you that ability to kind of look more objectively rather than emotionally. And emotions are great. Avoid way sometimes.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Eileen.
Thank you so much, Tiffany. This is an amazing journey and has been spiritually amazing for me, and mentally, spiritually, and physically. It's been really a beautiful journey. Thank you for bringing more joy into my life.
Oh, thank you. You brought more joy into my life as well. So thank you. All of you have. All right, Miss Kamisha, some words of wisdom, words of encouragement for anyone that is wanting to just share their story as well, and they're on the fence.
Yeah. So, for those who are coming out of bad relationships and feeling like you don't have any self-esteem or that you can't accomplish your goals. That is furthest from the truth. And you can overcome, and learning to, one, forgive yourself, in addition to allowing yourself that freedom to accomplish your goals. Yes, it may take you a little longer. It just all depends on yourself, but don't let that stop you.
Absolutely.
Because you can be a blessing to others and help them to overcome what they're internally battling. And it takes stories of other women who are courageous, who stepped out and decided, I'm going to break the mold. I'm not going to let other people's opinion of me stop me. Because a lot of times when people put stuff on you, it holds you back.
Right.
Because you're too afraid to go outside of the labels that they put on you. And so you have to internally and exteriorly break those labels. Because if you don't, you'll always be boxed in and feel like you can't do anything outside of these labels, which is not true. So,
right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Kimmisha. Well, ladies, this has been just such an awesome, awesome conversation. And again, I'm so excited for this book to come out, for it to get out in everyone's hands, for us to become #1 bestsellers, because you know what? 1 and 2 is #1. Why wouldn't 3 be #1 as well? So I want to thank you for joining me today. I want to thank you for being part of this amazing project, this movement. And I will see y'all hopefully again on the show. So everybody, look for these ladies again. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us today. Please, please, please subscribe to Phoenix Fitness Fanatics, because you're going to see these ladies inside the pages. You are also going to see their faces all over our podcast as well in the coming weeks as this book comes to the completion and the launch for the February 2024. So thank you so much, and we will see y'all next time.
all right. Bye.
Take it to the next level.